Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to create an organic shape. We go to the second window, click on the view icon and select top view. Then we will go to the placement panel in the Home tab, and we will click on the Place Rectangle tool. And in the second window, we place a rectangle right here. Now we are going to extrude this a little by going to Solids, and we click on Extrude. We will extrude this shape to 1 meters. Now all we have to do is drag it up, and here we have a base for our organic shape. Next thing we are going to do is we're going to put a sphere right in the middle. After that, we're going to put a slab right on top of the sphere. In the slab's pop-up window, we're going to make sure the length, width, and height is checked. And all these are set to 10. Next, we're going to go to the side and drag the slab right here and then right here and finish off like this. Now the slab is a cube. Now we're going to shift the cube to the middle of the sphere. So we go to Home, click on Element Selection, zoom in a little bit here. We're going to go to the center of the cube, and we're going to move to the center of the sphere right here. Now we're going to go to Left View. We're going to drag the cube further down to the sphere. To do that, we are going to go to Move and little drag this cube down and make sure that the X is 0. And we're going to right-click to finish the process. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to modify this cube. So we're going to go to Modify Solid, and we're going to select Modify Face. Now, I am going to click on this cube, and you will see that this face is highlighted in blue. What we're going to do next is we're going to drag this face further up to elongate the cube. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to modify the edge. So by clicking on the edge right here, you see there is going to be a dotted line here, and this is where I'm going to drag to manipulate this edge. Now it looks like this. The next one, I can modify the vertexes by clicking on the vertex icon here. And I can select the corner of this object, and I can change it a little like this. Once we have that, I can meld this object with this sphere below. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Solids, and I'm going to click on Unite. Now I'm going to click on the first shape here and unite it with the sphere at the bottom. And I'm going to click on the sphere again to finish the process. Once I've done that, I am going to click on this fillet feature, and I'm going to make sure that the radius is at 5. And now I'm going to select the edge of the shape at the top of the sphere, and I'm going to drag the edges like. This is going to create a meld between the top shape and the sphere. So same thing, I'm going to click on this shape right here and this edge, and they are all going to create the meld between the top shape and the sphere. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to meld the sphere with the base. So I'm going to go to Unite, select the sphere, and select the base. Now click on the base again to finish the process. Once I've done that, I'm going to go to Fillet feature again, and I'm going to take on the edge of the sphere, and this is going to create a melding point between your sphere and the base. I can play this shape further by changing this into a mesh. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the Mesh tab, and I'm going to click on Mesh from Element. And I'm going to click on this shape. I'm going to click on this shape again to finish the process. Now, as you can see, it has changed the shape into a mesh. Now I can click on the mesh by clicking on the element selection, and once I've selected this mesh, I can see these yellow squares, which are the vertexes or the points on the mesh, which I can manipulate. So I'm going to pick a point and I can move it up like this. So as you can see, this is how I can manipulate the points on the mesh. And this is how I create an organic shape.